a WEBSA production. The next generation of working, earning, and living. Learn more on www.websa.io.
If you also think we can improve our use of cryptocurrency and the blockchain network, you are in the right place. A dream. The concept of launching a blockchain network-based platform to create online companies in a decentralized manner, allowing everyone to create startup projects by forming an online team and registered company, using the facilities that this platform can provide, launching, financing, promoting, and using reliable consulting, is how our story begins. Real decentralized. WEBSA supports anyone who has the idea of launching a startup and has the ability to manage a team by providing a platform with all the facilities for running a company, including a voting system powered by blockchain, creation of the board of directors, holding meetings in a safe environment, and funding outside of governmental control in a completely decentralized and legal environment to work and earn money. The key to success. This project will be completely decentralized, with creators not holding coins and remaining anonymous. During the process that you will see below, the coins will be distributed to all users of the website. The board of founders, who will be elected by the users and register the first company. They will also be responsible for supervision projects in each country. Slightly different. The difference with our project is that the number of users in each country will be limited based on the population of each country. 1 in 1,000 can join the project will receive priority access. This rule will greatly increase the level of service we can provide to users. A bit serious. The board of founders, by electing a specialized board of directors and finding expert and consultant level users, the primary core and control center of this project will be launched. Finally, a public sale of WSA coins with a specified to a limited number of users in fixed quantities will fund approved projects. Me too. You don't need to have a big idea to use this platform. If you have the expertise that a startup needs, you can enter one of the teams according to your level and support whichever project you are partnered in to create more value. With this, you and other colleagues and investors of this project will benefit. What do we want to do? Magic chart. Main specialized board of directors, by designing a chart and specifying the required departments and expertise, and by holding continuous meetings and elections in a transparent process, will fill the empty positions of the organization chart with qualified members. After work begins, elected members will be paid monthly according to the level determined by the board of directors, and will also share in the profits of projects in the form of WSA coins. Golden event. Each user will enter at a defined level. The levels will start from investor and end with the main board of directors. According to the protocols, each user will receive specific access based on the level of entry. Users will be in 3 main categories. The first group will work on the project. The second group are project investors who have bought shares in the public sale. Third category users will receive a limited number of coins in an airdrop event upon meeting the conditions. The coin. Before launching the website, the creators of WEBSA will create WSA coin for a record of the website, a white paper, a coin smart contract, and an official Twitter account to protect the idea. The coin price will remain stable and be distributed to all users. After launching the projects, users will receive profits based on their shares. The total supply number of the coin will be based on the coin smart contract, and after being assigned of the board of founders, will be provided to the board by the creators.
I have always wondered how reliable and trusted websites agree to advertise and scam projects. I found out that based on a specific protocol, trusted websites determine which project to promote and which to reject. These protocols can be easily found in a Google search. As a result, a project can easily be manipulated based on these rules, and with money spent on marketing, a lot of profit can be pocketed in a short time. The market is very dynamic, and powerful competitors around the world are promoting new methods day by day. With the help of their media, they earn more capital. Of course, this is only an external cover that may appear attractive, but is basically the same methods known today as Ponzi schemes or pump and dump methods that seem to have been used since the creation of money, and yet people are still easily deceived every time. Social networks have been so cruelly inundated with these advertisements, meaning independent projects can't keep up. All successful projects in the global market, apart from having enough capital to get started, also needs some other basic and important factors, whose existence is much more vital than having initial capital. Without them, the project will fail just like the hundreds of projects that fail daily, and you will lose all your capital. The risk of failure exists only for projects that start capital less than $1 million and more so for those with less than $500,000. Projects whose owners have billions of dollars will definitely be successful. $500,000 is not a small amount, and a young entrepreneur must be very confident to spend $500,000 on their idea. Although the owners of billions of projects may also find success with the same amount, someone whose entire assets are only $500,000 means the percentage of investment and failure rate will be very high. Ours is a platform that brings the independent elites of each country together in a transparent and public process, selects a few top ideas and by forming advisory, expert, and executive teams for each project, and is funded by the sale of coins. It was the best way we could think of to compete with billionaires and not fall victim to their cruel plans. Besides money, billionaires have other factors needed for the success of their project. For example, they are very skilled in project marketing. We hear about their projects multiple times per day without realizing it is advertisement. We've also decided not to waste our money on YouTube and Twitter ads. Actually, we've decided not to spend any money on advertising at all. One of the main difficulties in the crypto or stock market is the concentration of capital in the hands of a few who can then easily influence the market price. In the crypto market, which has the mantra of remaining decentralized, people with a large number of coins can easily influence the market, and in fact, small investors will never make a profit. Therefore, we decided that the coin of the project will only represent the number of member shares. The coins will be distributed amongst all members of the site, and only the board of directors and those who work on the project will receive a salary with and a number of coins based on the regulations in the white paper. Holders of these coins will receive annual profits from the projects, and the price of the coins will not change.
The creators of this project will remain anonymous in order to make the project successful and prevent any future abuse. And after handing over the project to the elected board of founders, they will no longer have any responsibility or profit in the continuation of the project. They will simply follow the process of selecting the board of founders according to the regulations included in the white paper of the project, and then provide all coins, domains, and social network accounts to the board of founders. All the basic regulations about how to starting the project, including choosing the board of founders, choosing the board of directors, the specifications and applications of the new version of the website, the specifications of the coin, how to sell and host the airdrop event, and other required materials are published in the project white paper, which can be downloaded on the website. White paper number 2 will be published according to the project roadmap, with all the details after the selection of the board of directors. All managers, consultants, experts, and executive teams will act in accordance to the rules included in this white paper. The fixed monthly wages are automatically deposited into members' wallets, and the budget of the project will be spent according to stipulations of the white paper. In accordance with white paper number 2 and based on the schedule of the project roadmap, after selecting the board of directors and determining the first executive team, the final version of the website will be launched. On this website, all meetings of managers and teams will be held online in the presence of project shareholders, and all voting will be held on the platform of the blockchain network securely on this website. Also, the site will give shareholders the opportunity to see the progress of the projects and all the financial reports of the projects. The site will also provide a wallet to project shareholders, and users will be able to send their coins to other users or withdraw their profits. Currently, a high percentage of the web space is managed by bots. With the growth of internet users, large websites have since entrusted them with repetitive tasks, complex calculations, and tasks that need to be done millions of times a day. Over the years, there have been significant improvements in the designing and programming of these bots, and with the arrival of artificial intelligence, large internet companies have entrusted most of their work to them. With the development of trading bots, now about 80% of Wall Street trades are done by them. Here too, billionaires will buy a better robot by spending more money, and in the world of robots, they will beat our cheaper bots. One dream that we wish to realize by launching this project is justice. We may not be able to implement this justice for all people in the world, but the project plan is to achieve justice for our limited users. One of the rules that cannot be modified in any way is the number of users from each country. Our projects in each country will present a certain number of coins to eligible users in an airdrop event, limited limited to 1,000th of its population. For example, in the Iran project, only the first 85,000 people who meet the necessary conditions will receive 1,000 coins. Also, twice the number of members who received the airdrop coins will be able to buy the offered coins in the public sale stage. Each investor will be able to buy a limited number of coins. Our goal is to use more human power rather than artificial intelligence. Of course, many complex calculations and site functions will be done by bots, but online staff from all over the world will still make sensitive decisions. Therefore, the project can only provide services to a limited number of users. These users will have the chance to work and invest in a completely risk-free and fair environment. About us, based on a true story.
The story actually started when I said goodbye to the world of contracting and business forever in 2017 and entered the mysterious world of cryptocurrencies. I started by buying and holding Bitcoins. At the time, Bitcoin had just fallen from its historical price of $19,000 to below $10,000. When it reached $12,000, I spent most of my money on buying Bitcoins and famous altcoins, hoping for the value to rise to $35,000. Apparently, luck was not kind, and I lost most of my money when the price of Bitcoin fell to around $3,000. Investors who have lost money often admit that their greed and inexperience caused this failure. I, myself, was thinking, where is the amount that I converted to Tether now? Everyone I've talked to has lost their money. Where does all that money really go? The market was very attractive, and we all thought that our capital would multiply soon. We regretted that we didn't know about Bitcoin sooner and that we didn't have money to buy more. We invested in the market as much as we could, but later realized that we had bought at the price ceiling, and thus, our capital went into the pocket of someone who knew that Bitcoin would not see this ceiling for a few years. I decided not to invest in any market whose future was unpredictable. I had to recover the money I'd lost, so I decided to create a coin. To begin with, I studied and learned more. I also needed a professional team, and was in contact with many people from all over the world on social networks. The work needed to look perfect. Therefore, I was very selective when choosing my team. A team of people from different countries, each of whom were very professional in their field of work, was formed. Big decision. This time, I was determined not to lose my money as easily as in the past. The amount I had budgeted for promoting the project was enough to start, but it was not enough to ensure the success of the project 100%. We updated the white paper of the project many times, but in the end, we came to the conclusion that either we would need to join the scammers team or there would be no chance of success. I never thought that I would end up getting rich by taking money from people know less about this market than I do. I used to make a profit for the service or physical product that I sold to customers. On the other hand, I met many talented people who were not originally scammers but ended up having to work for them. Scammers' ads were so powerful and used their users in a way that they were not allowed to think. Every time we updated the white paper, new solutions entered the project. The main idea was to design a platform using the facilities provided by the blockchain network, which would provide facilities to an online board of directors made up of real people. This would allow a large number of young experts to launch completely decentralized startups, to be able to work and earn, and allow the investors of the project to earn not from spending their time at the computer and trading, but by supporting an innovative project. Trust is the most important factor in this project. All our efforts and our ultimate goal was to not concentrate the wealth in one place and to not have a large percentage of shares in the hands of a few people, as with scam projects. As a result, the idea of a board of directors elected by the project shareholders entered the white paper. The board of directors supervises hiring, expenses, and distributes profits. Other programs try to fill this void by programming intelligent bots. Instead, we decided to limit our users and investors. We won't change the lives of all the world, but we can design a system where a number of people can work or invest risk-free. In the next stage, we came to decide that the board of directors would be chosen from the elites and influencers and implement bigger projects, due to the fact that influential and active people are better known in their community, and that it may be difficult to be elected amongst international competition. We decided that each country represented in the elected board of directors would implement their own policies in competition with other countries. The white paper explains how the project will start in detail. The only downside of the project so far is that the creators of the project, having control over all the coins, will be easily able to take advantage of it. Just like scam projects, a tough decision needed to be made. One of the creators proposed that by choosing a board of founders, all the coins will be handed over to them, and from that moment the creators of the project would not hold any responsibility or make profit from the project. We have been waiting for the launch of this project for years. Our obsession with executing a project in such a way that no one gets hurt has led us to the point where we have to give the project to other people in order for it to succeed. This will be our final decision.
The team. The creators of this website consist of 6 members whose only interest is the world of cryptocurrencies and the blockchain network. No members have any affiliation to any political party or group and are not and will not be supported by any government. This team will manage the project anonymously while maintaining the privacy policy until the board of founders is elected and the official announcement of the initial selection of the founders. At that point, they will leave the project and will not have any affiliation with the project. The names are anonymous. Website beta version, soon. Establish real decentralized companies, the next generation of work, earn, and live. WEBSA uses the blockchain network and crypto technology, which provides all businesses that can be managed online, a real decentralized environment without any restrictions for users. Security first. Basically, security is the main objective of this technology. All voting, public meetings with limited access, private meetings, and payments are done without the possibility of offline control, history modification, or destruction. These features provide a safe environment for members to start a clean business. Wake up, you got rich. WEBSA was born from the process of research. We started investigating when the crypto market showed suspicious movements. At that time, we were deceived, and we thought that one morning we would wake up to the sound of phone notifications that our portfolio had multiplied, and finally we would be rich. But the price dropped so much that I couldn't even save a small part of my capital. No problem. At least the good thing about this story was that it made me think, what better thing can be done with crypto? Missing element, the work. One of our more serious concerns was how common crypto traders' lifestyle is. By buying 2 PC, 3 monitors, and a few tables and chairs, you can easily be a trader. Of course, you will also need a Binance account. Being behind this desk day and night is my new job, but since I can remember, I've always sold at the bottom of price out of fear and bought at the ceiling price out of greed. Every time, I optimistically thought that the next movement in price would compensate for my losses, but every time I was cheated in exactly the same way and lost my money. The missing element was work. Donate. The final version of the website will be launched soon as per the project roadmap. We are committed to making this website ready for operation by the scheduled date. While we are working on this website, our friends are helping us in choosing the board of founders. But to do this, we will need a larger team and additional funding. We decided to set up a transparent donation system on this website. We hope the costs of launching the final version of the website and promotion can be partially financed in this way. Otherwise, we will need to use personal capital. Financial transparency. We will do our best to provide members with all the necessary features in the final version of the website. Of course, the framework gives easy access to board of directors in the case modification is needed. The financial system of the main project, in accordance with smart contracts, will be completely transparent and members can easily access all transaction details. Pandemic revolution. The pandemic era meant a great revolution in working. The rise of remote work has changed working forever. A value-generating network operating in a real decentralized environment is no longer a dream. This technology can create a platform in the next 5 years where a large percentage of companies in the world can move to the virtual world of WEBSA, even NGO, charities, and more. WEBSA, the coin. Imagine a value-generating network based on proof of work. The shareholders at the top of the pyramid will actually employ all the shareholders by generating wealth for them. We strongly believe that if control of the coin is in the hands of the creators of this program, every claim in the white paper will be questioned. The solution of electing a board of directors trusted by the public and removing the responsibility from the creators of the coin seems logical. The WEBSA will be created by launching this website on the Ethereum network. Its maximum supply number will be 265 million coins. 85 million WEBSA will be distributed amongst 85,000 Iranians under age 40 in an airdrop event. 170 million WEBSA will be sold in a public sale to each buyer. Limited to 10 million WEBSA will be given to the board of directors and will be divided amongst the members who cooperate with the project and donors. 265 million WEBSA will remain at its original address, and no transaction will take place until the board of founders is elected. Then the board of founders 9 transactions. The website creators will transfer these coins to 9 wallets, each of which is owned by a member of the board of founders. After the official start of the project, the implementation phase will begin with the election of the main board of directors. The price of WSA will be fixed, and it will only be exchanged for stable coins with approval by the board of directors. WSA will represent the number of shares held by each member, and based on the number of WSA, those members will receive the generated profit percentage. This profit can be withdrawn in stable coin, and WSA will not be exchangeable for other currencies in any exchanges. In the internal system, it will be possible to transfer coins between site members. An enduring glory. The project will start with sending 1,000 messages to influential figures and the elites of Iranian society. In this message, we have asked them to read the white paper as well as the content published on the website, and finally identify 4 people who they prefer as the board of founders of the website. Those who have Iranian nationality and are reliable in their opinion and who will carry out the project. The board of founders will not have executive authority of the project, but will initially choose the board of directors. Also, the number of coins created by the project will be divided equally in 9 wallets and be available to each member of the board. These coins will remain in their possession until the completion election process is complete, with executive teams established and the launching of the main website. The creators of this project will provide all coins to the board of founders after electing the first 4 members. Then they will no longer have any affiliation with this project. In the next event, a public sale, 170,000 users from all over the world will be able to buy $1,000 of coins. The project will officially start working with the capital obtained from the sale of those coins. Also, during the airdrop and coin sale, the board of directors and expert teams will be selected and together in accordance with the white paper. After the official launch of the website, which will work as a limited social network, all meetings of the board of directors will be held on this online platform. All voting, discussions, and project milestones are done via the blockchain network on the website. The first executive team will be selected by the board of directors for the development of this website, and its required budget will be established. The expert teams will design 9 startup projects with input from the board of directors in the next phase of the project and provide them to the selected executive teams. These 9 projects will start using the collected funds and be a 1-year process. After launching the projects, the annual profit will be calculated by the financial system of the website, and afterwards, approved by the board of directors, the owners of the coin will receive it in their wallets. The price of the coin will not change, and only its holders will receive the profits from the projects annually. 1,000 list. Project implementation was more important than personal profit. Our team has 6 members from 5 different countries. With the agreement and firm opinion of all 6, we will start the implementation of the project in Iran. 2 members of our team are from Iran. Our project members are a large number of young talents in the field of IT and electronics in Iran who have not been able to work on international projects due to political issues. A large number of Iranian elites who live and work in other countries and have not had the opportunity to help talented young people, and a large number of Iranians who have become the victims of scam projects and have great interest in cryptocurrencies. These people and the 2 Iranian colleagues who have a good command of Iran's current affairs and who helped prepare the list of 1,000 influential people to elect the first 4 members of the founding board made Iran a very suitable option for the implementation of the project. With the start of the project in Iran, we will send a message to 1,000 influential Iranians on their social networks with a request for help in selecting the founding board of the project. After consulting with some of them, and due to the non-profit nature of the project, we hope that a large number of them will cooperate in promoting the project by selling the coin in exchange for one of the stable coins available in the market, chosen by the board of directors to 170,000 investors from all over the world in packages of $1,000. A fund equivalent to $170 million will be collected, which will then be spent on salaries for the board of directors, consultants, experts, executive teams, and other project costs. Our project members will not be victims of the billionaire's power. Instead, they will be investors and 85,000 young Iranians under 40 who have none coins in an airdrop event. From the second year and after the launch of the projects, all profits from the projects will be calculated annually and distributed to 255,000 shareholders and deposited into their wallets. Coins are actually an indication of the number of shares that each investor owns, and like other coins in the market, the price will not change. From a date that will be announced in the future, it will be possible to buy and sell coins amongst only site users. Frequency asked questions.
Why should we believe that the creators of the Websaio will eventually provide all the WSA to the board of founders rather than use it themselves? Why do you spend money and time on setting up such a website?
We have tried to convince the visitors of Websaio why we have made such a decision, but if we wanted to give a short answer to this question, it is that we actually have not paid a lot of money to launch this website so far. None of our team members have ever been paid for their work. The main cost was the time we've dedicated, as our wish is to see this project completed. And we have done it with pleasure. Of course, each of us has other jobs, and with the professions we have, it is very easy to make money these days. The transfer of coins to the board of founders is one of the most important stages of this project, and it will be done before the public sale stage. So coins basically have no value when they are in our hands. Also, if any of the roadmap events aren't completed, the project will be invalidated.
Can anyone register a company on this platform and finance their projects by selling coins? Have you thought about how to prevent abuse of this?
On WEBSA, all users will be able to establish a completely decentralized company and create their own coin without any restrictions. However, these coins are worth investing in and are competing with fierce competitors. As a rule, the board of directors and their teams cannot approve many projects for investment. As a result, by defining strict standards for getting the approval of the board of directors, the percentage of success of the projects is greatly increased. Of course, not only those with big ideas are entitled to earning money by establishing a company. Everyone can establish a company in their field of specialty and earn money as a contractor for the big projects they work on.
Besides financing, what other facilities will you provide to companies?
Financing is the last opportunity that will be available to a company. We have tried to provide most of the facilities that a startup company needs. Of course, we are trying to launch the final version of the website with regards to the user's experience and the opinions of the elected board of directors. New needs and missing features will be identified, and we will update based on those. Another possible reason changes to the finalized website would occur is that we are negotiating with big companies, and we will likely receive good news in regards to cooperation with these companies to launch the final version of the website. Without a doubt, the start of these collaborations will make the final product more practical.
How is it possible for everyone to profit in the market?
The philosophy behind the creation of this website was precisely to allow everyone to benefit. We are very serious about this, are putting great effort towards this goal. Going against the flow is difficult, but pursuing this goal is quite enjoyable for us. We are going to sell a limited number of WSA to each member by using a limited authentication. Of course, this method will prevent those who want to from always having a higher percentage of shares, and the number of buyers will be limited. We only need enough money to launch a few big projects. As a result, we won't need to plan every time to collect more money.
Will you work under the laws of various countries?
Governments are always hesitant to review and legalize new technologies. In recent years, many governments have been forced to enact new laws for innovation and development. Now many governments are challenging crypto, but in the end, these are the governments that will surrender. Of course, they'd like to control every good thing, and this is the biggest challenge for the creative team of WEBSA. Independent management of this project is the key to success.
Have you considered that in some countries your activities will be limited, and the website users will face legal issues?
We have tried our best to make it so that there is no dark points in our project and all the steps are transparently publicized. Logically, there is no reason for the governments to oppose our activities. We have all come to the conclusion that one factor necessary for the success of this project will be the anonymity of the creators. In order to prove our good faith, we prefer not to take credit for starting this project or its success in our resumes.
Why would coin creators remain anonymous?
We have all come to the conclusion that one factor necessary for the success of this project will be the anonymity of the creators. In order to prove our good faith, we prefer not to take credit for starting this project or its success in our resumes.
How is a project with board of directors at the head still decentralized?
The basis of WEBSA is to create a decentralized environment that will provide the available facilities to everyone without any restrictions. The board of directors will actually play the role of regulator. A well-chosen board of directors will be the final step in the success of the project.
Why did you choose Iran to start?
The original idea and our team management owed to one of our Iranian members. A second important member of the team is also Iranian, and after all, we had to start somewhere. Apart from our work, we are also interested in adventure, and we've had to face big challenges. Without prejudice, we examined different countries and finally decided that Iran will be the first country to elect a board of founders, and then the next stages of the project will be implemented in accordance with the roadmap.
How were the 1,000 Iranian citizens asked to help elect the founding board selected?
To begin with, we didn't have highly visible accounts on social networks to select them through polls. So, by searching on social networks, 1,000 people were selected based only on their education, work status, and influence. Additionally, their political backgrounds were difficult to verify and did not influence our choices. We have also tried to make most of our selections young. The major part of the work will be done by these individuals. In fact, their choices determine the fate of the project. If the right choice is made, the success of the project will be guaranteed. So, by taking it seriously and voting responsibly, the fate of thousands of young people could change forever.